So the bitch steady yelling, fuck you, die nigga, yo, you should have died on that scooter, all that shit like this. So I muffed the bitch. I walked up to the bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yo, what's going on, America and the rest of the world? Xander J. Hobson, head comedian, director and producer of boxing documentaries and Troll. To those who need trolling, this is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, do me a favor, because I'm trying to grow the platform. Subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section, because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all.
So after I muffed the bitch lied and said I punched her.
Now, I don't know if it's a good idea to get on the internet and talk about muffin bitches. That sounds like self-snitching to me. And self-snitching can get you locked up, or it could get you sued. Now, at the worst case scenario, it could make somebody's people come and see you, and you might not like what happened to you.
I got real predators after me in LA. One of the predators that's after me in LA is a lawyer named Sean Holly. She tried to set me up to be jammed up. And she gonna try to deny it and act like I'm lying on her. But today her dumbass client said her name in court and in fact put it on the blast. The dumbass bitch is going around acting like I punched her. Right. Let me tell America something right now. I don't run from nothing. I've been out here too long, man. I don't gotta lie about nothing. I feel like I got a good name in the community, and I feel like it's a lot of people who be around me will say good things about me.
Corey HOLCOMB is a good comedian, and again, I greatly admired him, and I learned some things from him that helped me with my comedy. However, the one thing about Corey HOLCOMB, he's always fighting with somebody. Corey HOLCOMB, he's always fighting with somebody. He's fighting with Darnell Rollins. He fights with my play niece, Tasha K. He fights with Ari Spears. But in defense of Corey, it's kind of hard not to get into it with Ari Spears, because Ari Spears is the type of guy who easily rubs people the wrong way. And at times, his behavior cries out, kill me. But anyway, it seems as though Corey HOLCOMB has gotten on the wrong side of this young lady by the name of Christina Payne, this attorney by the name of Sean Holly, and even Tiffany Haddish. Now, why am I not surprised that Corey has gotten on the wrong side of some women?
So a girl was stalking me, like looking for a way to turn me into a lick. And I ain't gonna say her name. We all know who the dope fiend bitch is, because this bitch stalks people, and that will be proven. There was a few occasions where the girl tried me, yelling at me at the top of her lungs in front of clubs and everything. And what happened was, after I had enough, I got her record from DC. She used to live in DC. And I told the comedy club, this girl sell drugs in front of your club and she's drama. I told them that. So look, fast forward to the girl in my face, fuck you, your mama ain't shit, you should have died when you fell off the scooter, your dick ain't shit, all this shit. I ain't never fucked the bitch. Yeah. The bitch yelling in my face, right. All this shit in front of the clubs. When I show up, this is what she do. Witnesses gonna prove it. Of course, we was down there, she was with her little boyfriend, nigga. We was like, man, get your bitch, homie. Please get your bitch. We got the video of him trying to grab the bitch and her jerking away. They was like, oh, you don't want this tape to come out. Give a fuck about no tape, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, I'm gonna show the tape for you. I show the tape. I got the tape. This fake ass lying bitch said I punched her, huh? Well, that tape ain't gonna show that. That tape ain't gonna show I punched her. That tape gonna show I walked up to the bitch and muffed her.
Okay, it makes sense now why he confessed to putting his hands on a young lady. there's footage of it. So he might as well bring it out because it's going to come out anyway.
Because this nigga ain't had no power around the bitch. There's also a video that's going to be seen where the homegirl stood in between us because it got real intense at one moment. Fuck it, I'm going to say the homegirl name. The homegirl name is Trina. Fuck it, shit, because Trina, you part of it. I hate to. You part of it. I had to grab Trina and put Trina to the side and say, don't get involved in this. So the bitch steady yelling, fuck you, die nigga. Yo, you should have died on that scooter. All that shit like this. So I muffed the bitch. I walked up to the bitch. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Look, if I go to jail, because that's an assault. I found out if you do this to somebody, that's an assault. If I go to jail for assault, I ain't scared to go to jail for assault. I don't have a criminal history of walking around fighting all the time and shit like that. Hey, the bitch stalked me and kept talking crazy to me, and I can prove it. I got witnesses.
I'm not one of these guys who believes that a man shouldn't defend himself against a woman. Just play nice and you don't touch me and I won't touch you and we'll get along just fine. But at the end of the day, if you find yourself in a situation with an aggressive woman, first and foremost, you should get away from her. That's the bottom line, because 9 times out of 10, people are going to initially be on her side. And as a man, we can't allow the aggressor to make themselves into the victim. So again, get away from an aggressive woman, first and foremost. Second, call the police. You know, a lot of guys, they feel like they're a punk if they call the police. But calling the police is making it a part of a public record, is letting the people know, like, hey, this is ongoing behavior and we have a pattern of it. It happened on this date, it happened on that date, and you know what? I found myself in a situation and I feared for my life. See, as men, we have to learn how to outthink women like this, because if we don't, we're going to end up being victimized by the kind of women that we're hearing Corey tell us about.
The reason I'm telling y'all all this, because I want everybody to know what's really going on right now. So after I muffed the bitch lied and said I punched her.
Now, technically, Corey, you put your hands on that young lady and you say you muffed her, but the court might interpret that as a punch. The palm is actually harder than the fist. And even if they downgrade it from an aggravated assault to a simple assault, they could very easily say you slapped her.
There's wicked shit lawyers can do that will have you jammed up before you know it. The bitch Tiffany Haddish sicked on me, Sean Harley, before I knew it. It was a motherfucking restraining order, a temporary restraining order out on me.
Wow.
And I didn't know nothing about it because they had been hiding this shit in the system because they can do that. Luckily, the homegirl told me about the case. Even the lawyer that I had at first didn't know. I had people checking the court shit like this. One of them came through and told me, yeah, they got this set up. Man, do you know when I went to court today was the day they was trying to set it up where it would be a permanent restraining order against me or like a 5-year restraining order.
Right.
So I can't be with a hoe at.
Right.
You know, before we started talking, you have to swear, right?
Right.
And if you lie in court, you basically giving the case away. I'm up there. I'm sitting up there. I'm like, so I just want to let you know, Your Honor, I didn't know nothing about this hearing. And the judge was like, yeah, because there's a temporary restraining order out on you. I'm like, I haven't been served or nothing like that. This bitch said, we did serve him. Whoa. Bitch, you ain't served me. Do you know you're going to have to prove where you served me, how you served me, what time you served me, and what I had on? You dumb bitch. You fucking idiot. You fucked up Sean Holly's slick shit. See, Sean Holly wanted where I didn't know nothing about the case, and they get this shit passed on, and then I'm behind the creek without a paddle.
Right. Hey, real quick, I'll have you know that Corey conflated two cliches. He said, I'm behind the creek without a paddle. He either wanted to say, I'm behind the 8 ball, or I'm up the creek without a paddle.
Illegal. That is crazy.
No, it ain't about legal. This is LA. They got paperwork. This is paperwork out here. If you got somebody who know how to push the paperwork forward, everything go. The only reason that shit didn't go through because the judge peeped the shit. This bitch was in court lying, and the judge saw she was lying, and I couldn't prove that Sean Holly did that TMZ fake story until today, when this bitch said, my attorney, woo, because Sean Holly didn't want to be on the paperwork. But the dumb bitch put Sean Holly on blast and called her. And then Sean Holly called back. It's court transcripts of this shit. I ain't lying about shit. I don't lie about nothing. Hello? You could tell she was like, this bitch involved me. Yeah, you involved, lady. You involved, lady, who Tiffany had is sick on me. You involved. You lied to TMZ and told that fake ass story, and you tried to push forward this fake ass case with your connections without serving me. Now you're gonna have to prove you served me, bitch, and that's gonna be a lie. You already purged yourself. Y'all tried to set me up where that bitch had power over me. Because that bitch could act like, if I'm somewhere and I don't even know.
You couldn't attend. You couldn't go.
Man, you could get arrested.
Corey, you got to get out of Hollywood, man. The problem is not them. The problem is you. And I'll tell you why. You are surrounded by the type of people you despise. Feminists, members of the LGBTQ, and others. So you got to get out of there, bro. You got these people covering and aligning, trying to ruin your life. And jail is one thing, litigation is the other. Hey, man, what about somebody who might just want to walk up on you and shoot you because one of these women put a barrier in their back and encouraged them to do something to you? Hey, man, listen, you're from Chicago. And I can remember Bernie Mac saying he don't mess with Hollywood like that. He said as soon as he's finished any type of project that he's on, he was on the first thing smoking back to Chicago. So, Corey, man, this is what you got to do, man. You got to get out of there, man. And let this be an FYI to all of you, man. Don't hang out around people that you do not like. Because guess what? They don't like you back. And they're going to do all kind of foul and vicious things to you to try to undermine you, to try to hurt you, maybe even kill you. So with that said, folks, I hope everything works out for Corey. And I'm done with it.